Hello guys, this is Yanis from Eldridge Gaming. I'm here with a deck profile. Who am I with for their deck profile today?
I'm Wilson. Today I played Strikers. I went 2 wins and 1 losses. So I guess we should get started on it.
Yeah.
Today I ran triple Ray, double Rose. It's pretty standard for a Striker. You don't want to see too many like monsters in hand because obviously you need spell count as soon as possible. So this is what I run with. This is the kind of deck where you need to kind of see Ray or you lose. For the Striker spells, it's pretty standard as well. You run 3 Widow Anchor, double Shark Cannon, and for the 1-0 Striker spells, you go Area 0, Engage, Drones, Burners, and Multi-Roll.
All very high rares.
Yeah, I'm missing 1 secret, so that kind of sucks. But other than that, these are pretty self-explanatory. Like, anchors help you basically play second, and this is a blind second list, by the way. Shark Cannon's pretty good for like PK or Scythe because you can just banish it. Same with the anchor, you can just negate the Scythe. On to the generic spells, we have Terraforming, Rhoda, Upstart, and Desires. Desires I kind of hate, but you kind of have to run it going second. You need the draw power. Game 1, I remember banishing for Desires, and I banished double Ray, double Rose, and it was awful. But thankfully, I drew into the last Ray with the Desires. Onto the hand traps, because again, we're going blind second. I believe we run 12 hand traps. So we have triple Imperm, self-explanatory, good using on your opponent's turn.
High rarities of those.
I got 1 ulti in my binder, but I'm looking to move it. But Imperm's good because since we're going blind second, it can be used on your opponent's turn, maybe to stop a Verte if they have nothing else, if they're trying to end on Verte, or you can just hold it for your turn and hit a crucial card. Then we have 3 Ash. Ash is just good, hits pretty much every deck, it's pretty generic. Then we run 2 Ogre, 1 Bell. I'm experimenting with the ratios, but I think Ogre's pretty good now, and I think Bell's also good. Ogre hits things like Flunder, it's good against Sword Soul. It hits a few different decks. And then I run... Oh, and the thing about Ogre is you really need to see Ray. So if you open like Ogre in Area 0, you can go Area 0, Chainlink 1, target something you control, and then go chain to Ogre. It's like a simplified game state. It's just a quick way to get to Ray. So you pop the Area 0 and you summon the Ray. And then we run 3 Nib, because I think with the amount of hand traps I run, it's pretty likely I'll see Nib and maybe like an Imperm or an Ogre. So like Brave is a thing, but it's if I see Ogre and Ogre or Ogre and Nib, then it's fine. Then I've got some go second cards. I run double Raigeki. It's unlimited now, but I wouldn't run it at 3. I think that'd be too cloggy. We would run Chalice, double Mine, double Cosmic, and Harpies. What I like about double Mine is since I run Terraforming, going games 2 and 3 when they side backer removal, I can just easily side out a playset. So like double Mine and Terraforming for like maybe a playset of hand traps. Raigeki is just good at breaking boards, and I added the Chalice in after I added the second Raigeki because I found that like just opening Raigeki and Chalice or Raigeki and Imperm or Raigeki or Anchor, it pretty much breaks most boards. And also in this deck, we actually run 12 ways to basically deal with Scythe because we're playing Strikers, right? So we need our extra deck. So we have Bell, the 2 Cosmics, of course, double Chalice, triple Imperm, double Shark, triple Anchor. So seeing any of this card answers Scythe most of the time, and usually you open like multiples, right? I think this is like what, 4,
That's
8,
pretty good to hear that
12,
you can deal with
13.
Scythe.
Yeah,
what about Lancia and the other artifacts?
I don't think my deck cares too much about Lancia. If my opponent decides to go Lancia against me, I'll go like, and I have like cards set off multi-roll, I'll just plus. So I don't think many people are siding Lancia against Strikers.
Or how about Dragoons and DPE?
Well, DPE is pretty easy to out just because if you pop with like Afterburners, you can just go end phase Shark Cannon, or if you open the Shark Cannon, or you can just go like Widow Anchor, steal DPE, negate it. There's just a lot of ways to out DPE in this deck. And as for Dragoon, Dragoon's pretty hard for strikers, not gonna lie. Like, I guess you can out it by using Rose Effect, because when Rose is in the grave, and you remove something in the EMZ from that your opponent controls, like a Verte maybe, you can bring her back and non-target negate the Dragoon, assuming Dragoon's used its negate already. But onto the extra deck. So the extra deck, we run triple Kagari, triple Shiz, double Hayate, one Kaino, one Zeke. Pretty standard for strikers. And then we run Dark. Hita's a flex spot. Personally, I like Hita just because most decks run Ash, and it's just a way to get into Celine. I don't run Hulk because I feel like it's pretty fragile line to go, and you also have to like commit your normal and everything. Also, it's pretty expensive, and I got these cards for a good deal, so. And then we have Unicorn as well. If you steal your opponent's stuff, you can make Unicorn and then go into Access Code. I think Access Code is pretty necessary for the strikers. For a time, I didn't have Access Code before the reprint, and it just... Access Code is huge. It just ends games when you can make it. So that's it for the side, or for the extra deck. Onto the side deck. For the hand traps, we have Double Crow. Obviously for like... I think Crows are pretty generic card this format. You can hit things like Nerval, like if they send it off for cost like Karas or whatever, and then it won't be able to trigger its effect because of the April revisions. Good against Drytron on Ben 10. It's good against, like, if you play against DP, it can out DP. If you're playing against PK, you can hit things like Torn Scales. It's a pretty generic card.
Especially against Phantom Knights, this deck is retarded.
Yeah. And then we got 3 Token Collectors. Token Collectors, I actually haven't played against any base yet. I hear it's good against that, but this is mainly here for Sword Soul. And Auroradon, of course. And then we run, for the last hand trap on the side, we run 2 Ghost Sisters. So this isn't optimal at all. I personally like Ghost Sisters just because I think it's the best looking hand Ghost Girl in my opinion. Basically, on your opponent's turn, it's a Quake effect. You can send it to the graveyard, and this turn, every time your opponent special summons a monster, you gain life points equal to that monster's attack. It has to be an effect monster though, and if you don't gain any life points through this effect, you take half your life points as damage during the end phase. So you typically want to chain this to something like maybe Griffin effect when it activates in hand. The only reason I'm running this is because I think it's pretty funny if I can ever actually win with it. I've ever only actually won with it once, and honestly it's just it's a salt decision because I've lost way too many games against Sword Soul, Think, Long Yuan, Burn, Pass in Time. And then I have 3 TC Boo, 3 Shared Ride. We're go second deck, and we want go first options. If we try to get a read on our opponent and we think they're gonna make us go first because we've been like going second, then we can just side these in. Tikaboo and Shared Ride are also pretty good against the Flunder matchup going second because you can just flip TC Boo, and like if you have a Chalice, Anchor, or Imperm, you can like negate the Avion or whatever. Shared Ride is also good because they do a bunch of searching on your turn with their trap when they normal summon. And it's also good against the Striker Mirror because they obviously add a lot of cards too. And then we have Double Twins because we're already main decking 3 ways to like out back row. Like I would consider running 3 twins, but like if you want, you could cut the Ghost Nuns, but as it is now, I think I have enough back row removal, and I don't think I haven't played against too many back row matchups. It's mostly been things like Flunder, Sword Soul, Dragon Link, and you don't really need these cards too much against it.
I lost a striker today, guys.
Yeah, and that's it for the side deck.
All right.
Thank you so much. And oh boy.
Guys, thank you guys so much for watching. It is Giannis's first time doing a deck profile for someone. I'm trying to get him used to it. I didn't catch your name, sorry.
Oh, Wilson.
Wilson, thank you so much for coming on my channel today. I really appreciate it. You have an amazing list. Guys, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Giannis will do more deck profiles. He just needs to get used to it and just needs to practice it. Giannis, thank you so much for helping me with this video today.
No problem.
And guys, we will see you soon. This is your boy Matan and Giannis from Team Untitled Gaming. Peace and out. Peace guys.